This doesn't look cool at all, Ben.
We're gonna take a few casts in here.
Oh man.
Right back and see how that's cleaned off, colored back
Yeah. This is sick.
there. Yeah, you don't see this at too many lakes.
Welcome to Catalina Island. I'm calling it. It's going down.
Yeah, they try to catch a fish in here.
Nice cast. Have you done this before?
Once, twice. Come on, fish.
So we're on the exposed side of the island now,
Yeah,
huh?
now we're on the just beginning the backside.
I remember back in the day, fishing the outside of the wall was an adventure for us. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. You see how much kelp is on that thing now?
I haven't been home in a while. There are like highways and like restaurants and places I don't remember them being in. I'm like, oh, things are changing.
Place has grown up.
Yeah. Like the whole like 10 and 605 freeway interchange. Like I drove home one time, I was like, what is this? This is crazy. So besides not like crashing and wrecking your boat and like losing everything you own, what are you trying to focus on in a situation like this?
I'm just trying to get some fish in the wash here.
Okay.
You know, those bigger fish that are usually hang out in the wash, just picking off.
Because that looks pretty violent up there, but they'll be up in it, huh?
Yeah, they'll be right up in that stuff. And it's not too many bites. Again, it's right back there, and it's usually one fish. And with at least with this swim bait, leadhead swim bait, it's going to be down in the water column. And with the red, it's more crustacean-like, where most of them should be in this water. So, and you might pick one up on the way back in the scalp and stuff, but it's not the one you want. The ones we want are up there. So I'm just making a cast up there and letting it kind of sink for a little bit till I feel structure, then winding back nice and steady.
And they'll come get it.
They'll eat it either right away or they'll come out and eat it.
So you'll get that initial kind of just reaction bite as it's in their face, huh?
Yeah,
like first couple cranks.
They can't resist it because it's food right there.
But you also get them kind of traveling to come meet the bait in that little zone between the wash and the kelp here.
Yep. They won't travel far. It'll be just, you know, just past the wash to maybe this first set of kelp, and then they'll turn back. I honestly thought it'd be a lot bigger swell back here than predicted, because they're calling for a big swell to come in today. May not be till later. So. Yeah, just like fishing largemouth, you can make 100 casts in one spot until you get one to finally bite. We're not going to do that.
Yep, should have packed the shorts.
Yeah, I agree. I thought, they're not calling for it to be more than 60 degrees today, but I don't know, we're on the water. It feels a lot different.
It does.
What's the nice thing about that war bait, boy, and that weed guard? It doesn't stick at all. I'll make one more cast out of it.
Yeah, it's those little things like that that people don't realize, because a lead head in that style with a weed guard really didn't exist on the market before those guys came out.
Yep.
So you'd be battling kelp strands, right?
Yep.
Every cast almost.
I had friends that actually made some and put weed guards in them.
They actually drill out like a cavity in their molds.
Yep. So they were actually putting them on there, but it wasn't until Afrin came out with the war baits that things really, and you're starting to see them more and more out there.
It just makes sense because it keeps you fishing, right? Instead of like pulling on kelp.
Yep. Yeah, back in the day when we were fishing just the, you know, shad head type, you know, lead heads, man, you wouldn't be fishing near kelp.
No.
It just wasn't going to happen.
It'd be a disaster.
Yep. And then, you know, when they developed weedless type baits, you know, then the game changed for the whole
See, that would happen like every cast.
Yep, yep. I mean, big hook though, you know, you got a 6-0 hook. I'm gonna try to get there. You gotta get the conditions. Oliver's like, hey, I thought this guy killed this fish, man.
Oh, it's not me you gotta convince, it's these guys watching from Kansas. Our oceans are severely depleted.
Yeah, we're out of Calico bass today. I don't know what's going on.
I saw you survey the situation real quick.
Yeah,
going with the jerkbait, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the jerkbait in here. Been getting bit in here. Got a little bit of current, a little bit of kelp. There's a reef right in front of us here, so we're gonna see if we can get a bite. Need a bite with that. These are some pretty good ones in here. See, the water's not crystal clear; it's a little off colored.
See the bottom?
You see the bottom, yeah.
Sandy bottom.
Sand with rock, kelp. Area is called Little Harbor. Other side is the isthmus.
Spent a lot of time in this area fishing a squid strip.
Oh, in here?
Yeah. So this day's working on some of the local boats fishing sea bass.
Oh yeah, sea bass right on.
Oh, there we go.
Long pawns. Not big, but he's a bass finally. Look at the one called. Oh man. Holy cow, giant.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Thing about these guys, they have sharp gill plates, teeth.
Everything.
Everything.
They are kind of a pain to handle at times. All right, we're on the board.
Holy cow.
I think he wanted that thing.
Yeah, he ate it pretty darn good. Maybe I should grab some pliers.
You guys see all that smelt in the water, all that bait cruising through the lane. All right, so that's a kelp bass.
That's a kelp bass. Sharp, sharp.
Danger, danger.
Yeah. Let's let this guy go. Little dude. Holy cow, we finally caught one. Oh my god.
Pressure's off now. All right, let's head for the barn.
Yeah, we're done. Cook them and clean them.
That was fun. Stop and go retrieve.
Yeah, that was on the long pause. I was looking the other way. Yeah, usually you catch bigger fish with this.
Things like that happen when I come on boats. It's like when I went fishing with Eric. He's like, "Oh man, I'm making squid pretty easily."
Oh, you guys made squid?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
He had been making it really easily.
Oh, okay.
And then I came on board, and it's like, oh, not a squid to be found.
Oh, that was a better one there.
Hey. Oh,
Look at the one's following it. Oh, I thought the other one was the one that ate it. Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hornswoggled. Nice. They're getting bigger.
Okay. What other local names does this fish go by?
So, kelp bass, calico bass, checkers. What else do they call these things? Bull bass. So he's probably short, about 12-inch fish here.
That used to be legal size, right?
Used to be, yeah, which is actually good. I think that was good. They increased the size, but I really think they need to put a slot limit on them. Everybody's good about, you know, not keeping the bigger ones.
Mm-hmm.
So these sport boats have gotten better about it. You know, they're not keeping the big ones; they're only keeping the big ones for jackpot.
And then some of the boats even started keeping them in the bait tanks and letting them go afterwards.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. Exactly. Just for jackpot, and but they've done a lot better job. You know, a lot better job.
Awesome. GoPro, stop recording. That one didn't go. Oh, it's probably dead. GoPro, start recording.
Oh, another one.
Ah, okay.
Some life here.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead and make one cast and hang a giant. That happens. I warmed the water up for you. Go ahead.
So I've been letting Benny cast his ass off for about an hour. Mid-morning, called it.
Mid-morning, yeah. They're a couple of biters. Hopefully they bite a little more steady.
You just had a World Record smell.
Sorry, Steve. Freaking giant, dude. When he got that thing, he was like you just caught a 20-pound bass. Bro, that's a freaking world record.
We did it.
That's a world record, bro. I go, it's a freaking smelt, Steve. You go, no, that's a 2-pounder. Put it on the boga. Oh, geez, that thing is 2 pounds. It's a giant. What would be similar to that in a lake? Not pickerel. Pickerel gets pretty big, right?
No, actually, pickerel are pretty small. I think like an 8-pounder. I think is giant.
Oh, is it really?
So you get a lot of those little snot rockets that are like that big.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe nobody likes it.
No, unless you're 8 years old.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I don't know if there's a freshwater equivalent.
Yeah.
Goby.
Goby?
Yeah.
Yeah, but even those things don't get very big, do they?
Don't. It's like, so maybe it's like catching like a 7 or 8 inch goby. Because if you catch those things, they have big old mouths. They're like just mini sculpin and lingcogs.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
They use those for bait?
No, you're not allowed to. They're
Uh-huh.
invasive, so.
Oh, they are?
The
Okay.
fish eat the crap out of them.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah. So what happens go eat a drop shot bait and you just won't lift it out of the water.
And just leave it there and wait for something to eat it? Yeah.
No incriminating evidence.
Right? No sabe nada.
Plausible deniability.
It's just like the guys who caught like 3 Garibaldis the other day.
Oh no kidding.
Yeah. So Garibaldis are a state fish. They're like all excited. Whoa, look at these things. They're cool. I go, dude, get that thing back in the water.
Wait,
You know,
yeah.
not supposed to be catching these. Because when I wasn't targeting them, I go, I know that, but not supposed to get them in the boat.
Let's get lucky. Just want one. 14.69, right? Or
14, 6, 7. So you need 6'9" will get you there.
you need 2 ounces over to actually break. Oh, look at that fall! Oh, look, figure 8 and calicos. My figure 8 game is strong now after the muskies.
You got it down.
Yeah. At first they were like, it was pitiful at first.
That's a tough deal. Watching them come up and then do the deal.
It's so gnarly,
And
man.
they come up and eat it after.
Dude, they do.
Wow, that's wild. Love that.
That's so cool. It's definitely a a very special sport fish. No, even just that little guy on the first cast kind of deal. I thought he was gonna get it.
There always seems to be fishing here.
Nice.
I don't know what's so special about this here, but they always seem to be something. If you need to catch something, that's why I drove all the way back.
Oh, wow.
I go, sometimes
there's one.
Get them. Followers?
Oh no, I'm winding it slow.
Nope, on solo.
Solo.
Nice.
Oh, quick release.
Good release. On the stop?
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
It's all about, fishing.
Yep. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't get more of those northern guys that just get. Oh, right there. Oh, it came off though.
What?
Come on. Yeah, I do. This rod might be too fast.
Pulling the hooks right out of the mouth.
Yep.
He's getting looks though.
They like this bait for sure. Oh, they like that one too.
Silvery.
And long.
Oh no.
Wrong species.
Nice for quarter. There's Chip.
It's a weird looking bass.
Skinny bass. Part of the 3 Bs, California.
So tell me about this fish here.
So we've got Pacific Barracuda, different than their Atlantic brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still one of the few fish that don't have scales. That's why I have that thick, slimy coat on them. Teeth, still have teeth. And still a predator.
Good times, but in moderation.
In moderation, yeah. Saw a bunch of these things swimming around, chasing our bait. See the slime coming off, we could smell them. Remember that smell?
Oh yeah.
And there he goes.
Nice. Really?
Must be all Barracuda right there.
Those things are definitely stacked in that little hole. Wow. That's what Pacific Barracuda look like on the graph, huh?
Yep.
I could see them.
Yeah, that might be more bass here down. Yeah, that's all Barracuda there.
Alright, so we found a couple calicos.
Yeah.
Little guys, but
A little flurry of then the Barracuda moved in.
gonna keep on rolling.
Yep, 1 point at a time.
Now too much.
Yep. I don't even like talking to him at like Red Hall because he's just all out.
Yeah. Come on, that should be a bite right there. Oh! Shot out of nowhere! Giant! I got him. I think I remember how to unhook these guys. Smoked it. These little ones are always the dangerous ones.
Yeah, they are.
It's impressive what a 10-inch fish's jaw strength is. Pretty little guy. Hey, caught a fish with Benny!
So we went from 200 feet and we're coming up on this pinnacle that's about 65 feet, and we're gonna try for some yellows. So we're gonna be sinking out some of the surface iron off the edges of this pinnacle, and hopefully we can hook one. Seeing a lot of stuff down there, but I don't know about yellows.
So yellowtail, members of the jack family, not
Jack
tuna.
family. Yep, not yellowtail tunas. No, it is part of the jack family. They're equivalent. They have kingfish in Australia,
Down under, right?
And New Zealand,
And
right?
hamachi.
And even Japan has
Yeah.
their version too. So worst thing that could happen, we catch a bass. Good thing is we can probably catch a yellow. So there's some better marks there.
Wow. So what do you think we're seeing
Those
here?
higher ones up here, those are bigger marks. That could be yellow there, right up here. So they should be a little bit darker, but we'll see. We'll see how it
Okay.
goes.
Nice.
Throw the iron out there, give it a shot.
I like it. I haven't seen anything substantial like this in a year and a half, so
Catching would be good.
always check your drags, huh?
Always check your drag when you're fishing these jacks, or they'll jack you up.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's on bass mode. So I was saying that, you know, about you know, drags. We don't use any drag when we're fishing calico bass, but for yellows you need some because these things pull really
what would
hard.
happen if you're fishing with no drag?
Whew, they would probably bust you off the minute they eat it. They'll turn, poof, break you off, or they'll drag you in the water. And I'm fishing a 9-foot rod, jig stick. So
That just sounds painful already.
it is. It can be, but it's good pain.
Yeah.
It's good pain. So, all right, let's give this a shot.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to cast out, let it sink for a little while, and get on the other side of the reef, and then wind that thing pretty fast coming back.
Okay. Yeah, talk us through the whole process here.
So I'm letting it sink out now. Again, we're like at 60 something. We're on the other end of that reef now.
And about how fast is that thing sinking?
Probably about maybe a foot or two, because it's kind of doing this on the way down. So about a foot or two a second, maybe less.
Fish ever bite it when it's doing that? on the way
Sometimes
down?
you'll get a bass bite to bite it because it's just fluttering down there, right? So in this color, it's kind of squiddy color. So okay, so from here, it's just nice and steady.
You point the rod tip right at the
Point
bait.
the rod tip down and at the bait. So when you do get a bite, instead of up here, you have no leverage. Here you have better leverage, so when they do bite it, you can come this way and sweep it and then put pressure on them. And again, all I'm doing is fishing overgrown bass here. Like to the 10th power.
You look like me throwing a swim bait right now. That long pendulum cast.
Yeah.
Wonder where that
funny?
came from.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Growing up on the West Coast, maybe? You know, sport boats. It's really funny how I think the guys could get a better cast if they go. And I always call it from 2 o'clock and end up at 9 o'clock turning
Yeah.
your wrist. You know, 2 o'clock, boom. Let that expensive equipment, let that $1,000 rod work for you,
Right.
Instead of oof it or billy bobbing it to the side and underhand. Put some oof. You want to, you know, the longer the bait's in the water, the longer the fish have time to react. You know, and maybe the first one doesn't react on it. Maybe it gets the attention of a second fish.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big mark there. You know, it could be that second or third fish that comes up that creates interest and want to eat that thing. So that's what it's about.
Why the 9 foot?
Why? For distance. You just
Oh,
want to get
okay.
distance. That's all it is.
I knew that. I just wanted to help you guys
Right.
out.
Plus, I grew up fishing 9-footers on the sport boats.
Yeah,
to
you guys
me.
are going to 10 now, right?
Yeah, 10. Well, what about in the freshwater
Oh
now?
man, I'm trying to get
So-
these guys to build me a ginormous crankbait rod.
Can you imagine what you can do throwing the deep diver? You can cast it a mile.
You hearing this, Kenichi?
How much time?
Your old buddy Ben here, he knows.
How much time is down there while that thing's dredging
Mhm.
sand, silt, hitting logs? Can you imagine that?
Oh, I
Having
can.
it down like this, and just enough tip so when it does get bit, you can zing them.
Might have to go to Lopez to go test such a rod.
I like it. Need more water.
Yeah.
Poor lake. Keep draining it because that salmon deal down there. You know?
All three of them?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So what are you thinking about, man, when the jig's sinking?
I'm thinking about getting bit on the sink, maybe a bass. That's why I have my thumb and finger on it, so I can just, if I do get bit, I can just react to it real quick. Am I jerking? No, because these fish will come up, grab it and turn, or grab it and come at you. So you're gonna go here and then start winding on it to come tight. And again, we've got 42 inches per crank on these 500s, so
that jig is moving.
It's moving, yeah.
A little bit better than my Accurized 99 Jigmaster 500, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was a classic, though.
Man,
I went and saw some of mine that I had, you know, just recently.
I literally could not cast that bait or that reel for crap. I used to backlash so much, and it'd wedge in that weird frame all the time.
Yeah, always right in here.
Yeah, you kids don't know about that struggle.
No. You do anything you can to get free spool out of those bad boys and drag. You know, you always try different drags and different materials to create better drags.
I think your Corados have more drag than the Penn Jigmaster now. It's amazing how far technology's come in 20 years.
I was just talking to somebody about how bass fishing in general has come a long ways. When we started to get into bass fishing, we were fishing
Joe Gator, uh-oh.
There he is.
Oh, you're interrupting this epic sequence right now, Mr. Gator. Mr. Florentino just got railed on the surface iron. Oh, just on the water. Just documenting this one man chasing his dream. What you got there, man? Mr. I think his name's like Bobby Valentino. It's like a R&B artist. Oh, wait, never mind. That's
oh no.
It's just Benny Florentino. Yeah, what you got there, Bonito?
Bonito.
Hey, let's see that thing. All right, man. Let me call you back. Oh, what's up? What's up?
That's on the sink too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's what you have to just weed through it. Yeah, man. All right, brother. Yeah, we haven't. So nope. So we gotta take advantage of this one fish we got. All right, brother. Yeah. Will do. Thanks. All right, give me a quick breakdown before you throw that thing back.
Yeah, so what we got is a Pacific Bonito, which is of the tuna family. You can see the teeth on there.
Look at that. Chompers.
Yeah. Streamlined, built for speed. Guy bit it on the sink, so.
Nice. Let's see its sides.
Pretty cool looking fish,
huh?
Yeah. Beautiful fish.
Nice. Decent eating
if it's prepared right, yeah. Like if we were to bleed it right now, put it on ice, like
some
what
pokey?
Pokey, you can make good pokey, a little oily, but people like it.
Okay.
I know when people want to keep these things on the boat, I'll bleed them real quick and then fillet them up, put them on ice.
That sounds like a lot of hassle. That's...
Yeah, the sooner you take care of them, the better. So
okay.
There you go.
Nice. Hey! So I'll edit it out. That was the Bonito breakdown.
I thought it was a bass.
Oh man, I was hoping it was a yellow.
Yellow, I would.
Do we have to reset on this thing, or
huh?
Or we just keep drifting?
No, we're gonna go back up. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I would freak out.
That was cool.
We don't get excited.
What time of day is it?
It's lunchtime.
Oh,
it's lunchtime.
man.
It's not like the fish are biting the paint off the boat, so it's making me hungry, all these casts and no bites. We got 2 little fish in the last 10 minutes, and I can smell some pulled pork barbecue sauce.
So yeah, man, you were telling me yesterday that we're gonna have a nice hot meal on the boat, and I'm like, what? And that's the magic right there, huh?
Watch the steam come out of it. It's hot.
Oh yeah, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna go up here, just away from the beach a little bit, put together a couple sandwiches with some provolone.
Nice. What's today's special?
Today we have pulled pork and with provolone on a Kaiser roll.
My goodness. I've been saltwater fishing a long time, Ben. This whole hot food on a boat thing is kind of new to me.
Oh, this is money.
Apparently EJ's been holding out on me for years.
Yeah, you guys had some nice fried fish the other day.
Yeah, that was
mashed
sick.
Potatoes. Oh yeah, it's hot.
This is cool. I think you need a bigger knife.
My Yellowtail fillet knife. First one I grabbed. Come on. This stuff's hot. So oh, forgot the cheese.
Can't forget the cheese.
They didn't have any smoked Gouda, so I had to resort to just provolone.
Oh man.
Yeah, that sucks.
I guess we'll just have to deal with it, huh? On this terribly ugly day in
Cali
and beginning of January of 2018 here. Some of the country's stuck in ice.
We can literally wear shorts today.
Yeah. Our biggest problem today was we overdressed.
Yeah, we did.
Help you out there. Wish you guys could smell that.
It smells good, don't it?
Yeah, it does. Lady at Costco get you on this, or what? A little sample tray?
Yeah. You know, we've also done pastrami meatballs.
Really?
Yeah. That meatballs I'll buy from a different place. Giuliano's. You ever been to Giuliano's? Oh, dude, they have the best meatballs and bread. Italian place in Gardena.
Nice.
All right, let's start with that.
Look at that bad boy, huh?
That's you. Chips?
Oh, thank you. I'm good, actually.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into that Benny Florentino shape, so I watch a carb intake.
I bet you they're not eating hot food.
No. Hey, nice people. They got your wave back.
Right on.
Cool. Sometimes people forget to do that.
Yeah, that's a seaman sign. Wave.
Don't be a dick.
That's
Just wave
right.
back.
Yep.
It's not that hard, people.
Unless they cut you off on a stretch.
That's a perfect serving for two, huh?
Yeah, there's probably a little more for another one, so
Okay.
you get hungry. There we go.
All right, let's see you take a big fat bite out of that.
Yeah, let me do a Guy Fieri here. They're gonna be freaking hot.
That's pretty good. That looks just like a guy without the hair.
Hot.
Did you hurt yourself?
Hot.
Hot food on the middle of the ocean.
Skiff.
Pretty sick.
Oh, it's good stuff. It's hot.
Now people watching might be like, dude, what's this? What are these guys like doing here? Like, I thought this was fishing.
We are.
Yeah, I think this is all part of it, right? This is the behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people don't get to see.
This is what we have to do.
You gotta eat.
Mm-hmm.
Burn a lot of calories standing up and
Casting,
keeping your balance,
and casting.
and casting and changing baits. Gotta stay filled up.
Seriously, it's really hot.
Yeah, that's why I'm chilling. I'm just hanging out waiting. But that looks pretty legit. Look at that. Thank you, sir.
Let's leave it out in case we need another one.
This is good.
Okay, let's see if I can do this.
All right, we're gonna enjoy this hot meal on the water.
Look at that, pulled pork.
Hey, yay.
Cheese melting over the top. Look at that.
You cater?
Mm-mm.
Just for the special clients, huh?
Only special clients. Yep.
I think it means all of the clients. Because you're all special.
That's right.